Hey guys, this is Tyler X here. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Avengers Age of Ultron. I'm going to be taking all the facts that we know and I'm going to sort of put them together, and hopefully you'll be able to see how I think this movie is going to turn out. So, here we go. Potential spoilers, but this is all in theory, so I don't know if this is actually going to happen, so just you don't even have to believe me, but I think I'm onto something here, so bear with me. Okay, so first we're going to watch the trailer. Might want to turn it up a little bit. I've had trouble with the volume of these videos, so yeah, here it goes. Go subscribe to Movie Clips. Pretty cool, huh? Again, go follow or go subscribe to Movie Clips. That's where I got this video from. I did not take this video. Okay, so alright, so I'm gonna start talking about the what I think the movie's about. So first, I'm gonna cover Ultron a little bit. Alright, to the left is a picture of Ultron. Probably not exactly what he'll look like in the movie, because this is, I think, believe this is an actual picture of him on set. And he's not CGI'd and everything. Okay, so right here, top right, is Ultron as he was created by Tony Stark. So he's still as smart, but he's not as powerful, because I mean, look at him. He looks like he's a piece of trash. And then down here, I say he's being remade into vibranium. Vibranium is what Captain America's shield is made out of, and Thor's hammer can't hurt it, and Cap can't just punch it, even though he's like super strong. He can't hurt that. So that would be a major problem. And there's only two really strong metals that he could be making himself out of, I think, and one is adamantium. But since Marvel Studios doesn't make the Wolverine movies, I don't think it's adamantium. I think it's vibranium. So yeah. Okay, so top left is a map of Wakanda, and top right is Baron von Strucker's base. We saw that briefly. I think it was at the end of Winter Soldier, and so it's probably Wakanda, where he got this vibranium, but it could also be Baron von Strucker's base. It doesn't really matter. Either way, he gets this vibranium from one of those places. And so these are the twins. They're trapped in Baron von Strucker's base. Ultron comes in and frees them, and they like join his team because, well, they're from what we saw in Winter Soldier, they look kind of messed up. I mean, Quicksilver's just like smashing into the walls and all this stuff with his super speed, and Scarlet Witch is just like staring at these cubes she's holding in the air, and then the last second they kind of crack, like she's losing it. But anyway, left Scarlet Witch, right Quicksilver. Just remember that. Later on in the comics, they became members of the Avengers, actually. So, yeah. Alright, so I say Ultron gets his powers, they get in a big fight, and the Avengers lose. Because there are no strings on Ultron. That basically means he's not going to hold back. He's going to do whatever he can, and he's going to hit them where it hurts. So, how could Ultron hurt all the Avengers? Well, there's a couple ways. So, Tony Stark is already hurting because he created Ultron. He was going to create him to take over for the Avengers and keep the world safe. But Ultron's like, no, the only way to keep the world safe is to destroy all humanity, because he just makes that jump in logic. And Tony Stark's like, wait, what? I didn't mean for you to do that, but it's too late. How does he hurt Scarlet Witch? Well, we haven't really heard much about Scarlet Witch before, but this movie is going to go into her past, and her past with Baron von Strucker, and maybe he could use that against her. I mean, honestly, she's not much of a threat against him, other than like super resourceful and everything. All she does is hold a gun, and a couple other things, but other than those flips and everything, she's not going to hurt him with since he has vibranium. Okay, so how does he hurt the Hulk? Well, here's Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk. You probably knew that already, just in case you didn't, though. He turns into the Hulk when he gets angry. Well, look right here. He looks really disturbed, like he just had, Ultron just made him flip or something, Because if he made him get that angry, I mean, he would be kind of disturbed. And look, he's scared, because look what he just did, and he can't control it anymore. He's covered up in a blanket, he's scared, Okay, so down here it's Thor. So there's a reason he doesn't seem to have his Thor costume on. So if you remember from the first Thor movie, when he became unworthy of his hammer, he lost his clothes. Because he gets his clothes when he becomes worthy of the hammer, and he holds it up, and he's like, Thor, and he's like, I'm so powerful. But if Ultron somehow figures out how to make him unworthy of the hammer or something, then that could be a problem. Also, in the comics, there seemed to be a glitch in the hammer, where the humans had to be worthy, but robots didn't, because they're not really alive. So maybe Ultron grabbed his hammer, or maybe in the movie he won't be able to, I don't know. That's just how it works in the comics. And then, like I said, Captain America can't really hurt vibranium, and his shield is made out of vibranium, so it couldn't really do much damage. It kind of just... Ultron could probably just catch it, break his hammer, like he might have broken his hammer in the trailer. I believe in that trailer they showed a picture of his shield broken. And maybe it was another trailer. I believe it showed right there, though. So, yeah. Alright, so how do you beat a robot? Well, a couple mainstream ways. Or, well, some are mainstream, some are less than mainstream. But the first one, it's the obvious one. Water. If I take my phone and I throw it in a lake, and I leave it there for a couple minutes and I pick it back up, it's probably going to be broken. And so the second way, it's a little less mainstream, but they've used it in movies before. Sound. If you make a really, really, really high-pitched sound and their ears just can't handle it, then maybe it would malfunction. They would malfunction and break. That could be another way. And then the third way is EMP. EMP, if you don't know what that is, it's basically, it just makes machines stop working. I don't know what it exactly does, but I think it takes out the electricity or something like that. This is a gun from The Dark Knight Rises, one of my favorite movies. It's that gun that Batman was using, and then some cop shot it, and, it's kind of a funny moment. Okay. So how do those theories not work? Well, right here, there's a robot coming out of water. It's one of Ultron's like little Ultron 2 guys or whatever they're called. I don't know, the little Ultron minion guys. He's coming out of a waterfall, so that knocks down number 1. Okay, so that knocks down number 1. Number 2, so I'm going to show you another little quick clip. Not going to do the whole thing in this. Alright, so listen. Alright, so did you hear that? Are you listening? So, he just used sound against them. So, obviously, he's kind of in control of sound or something, or he can make his own sound, and it hurt their ears, so they probably can't make anything that hurts his ears. And plus, it'd be kind of a lame ending. Just a second. Sorry, I just had to plug in my computer there. It's almost dead. So sound is kind of not an option. It'd be kind of lame if, you know, the sound thing worked out. Just like, oh, we're gonna make a loud sound, he dies, you know. Okay, so EMP, that would definitely make it the worst Marvel movie ever. I mean, come on, EMP and, maybe it'd be the second worst Marvel movie ever, right? So how else could they beat him? Well, the first thing is an Infinity Stone. So if you want to know about Infinity Stones, go check out my Guardians of the Galaxy video. Click on that Infinity Stone. It'll take you to the Guardians of the Galaxy video where I talk a little bit about what these Infinity Stones are. They're basically super powerful things that if humans touch them, they explode and all this stuff. And, you know, if you collect all of them and put them on the Infinity Gauntlet, you're like a god. It gets complicated, but basically, if they can use it against him, then Ultron's dead. And yeah, there's one in Loki's staff. We saw it in the first movie. We didn't quite know it was an Infinity Stone, or at least I didn't know. I'm sure some people kind of jumped the gun. Was like, oh, it's Infinity Stone right there. I'm not that into it. I researched this stuff. I don't know this off the top of my head. So I didn't know that when I saw the Avengers. I just thought it was something powerful, you know? And then to the right, this isn't an official picture, but it's the Vision. It's basically Tony Stark makes him, and he's like this. He's like Ultron, but he's good. So yeah, I guess they fixed that glitch where he's like, oh, I'm gonna destroy all of humanity, and basically that's the Vision. In the comics, sometimes the Vision can go through walls. Maybe he'll do that in the movie. Probably, actually. Yeah, he's kind of like a ghost, almost. I don't know how they'd work that into the movie, but, you know, he acts like a ghost, at least. You know, he can go through walls and everything, all that stuff. Anyway, so right here we see that Scarlet Witch regrets what she does, and we're assuming Quicksilver follows her, and they join the Avengers, or whatever, you know? Because they do it in the comics, so it's pretty logical that they're eventually going to join the Avengers in the movie. So they probably join the Avengers, and they beat Ultron. They live happily ever after. No, that's not what happens. Most of you probably wish that's what happens, but no. So what I say happens is they beat Ultron, you know, but it comes at a price. The price of the Avengers themselves. The Avengers are going down to take Ultron. And why would this happen? But you're saying, like, why would this happen? Why would the Avengers fall apart? Why is he showing the Dark Knight? Well, I'm saying the reason they're doing this goes back to the Dark Knight, or the success of the Dark Knight. I mean, the Dark Knight, it revolutionized superhero movies because it was so awesome. And it wasn't really a happy ending. It was kind of happy, it was kind of sad. So I'm going to show a little clip. If you haven't already seen this clip, then Batman is going to go arrest you right now because that's a crime right there. But I'll show it anyway. Alright, so here's the ending. Spoiler. Alright, so Harvey Dent was like this good guy, but he died and he had committed all these crimes. So Batman's taking the blame and the police are going to chase him. So Batman's giving up his life to keep Gotham safe. And keep them from, like, getting really mad and revolting and no more peace. So this is an awesome ending. I mean, like, he's willing to give up his life to do this. Honestly, we don't need to watch this, but this is my favorite movie, so we're just gonna watch the ending. I mean, we've seen what we need to, but let's just finish it. Sick. Anyway, so that happy ending thing, it's not gonna cut it in these superhero movies all the time. You can have a happy ending, but there's gotta be, you gotta throw in some change in there, because I don't think anybody expected Batman to sort of lose his life and give it to Gotham, you know? Nobody expected that, so after that people are like, well, I expect something better out of these movies. So, there you go. That's why I would say the Avengers are going in this, the Avengers 2 would go down this path where the Avengers, some of them leave, because, you know, I mean, this sort of changed everything. So, this is a picture of the new Avengers in the comics when Iron Man and Hulk and everybody left, and all these guys joined. That's Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, in case you didn't know. That's Hawkeye. So yeah. So this is all setting up for something else. The Avengers 2 is almost a prequel, I say, to the Civil War. The Civil War is a period in the comics where Iron Man and Iron Man and Captain America fight over a new rule, a new law, where the superheroes have to register with the government and become like secret agent type guys, and they have to give up their They have to give their identities to the government. Captain America's like, no, it takes away the freedom, which is kind of true, and Iron Man's like, no, that kind of makes sense. So there's this whole fight in the comics. Spider-Man's in there, and you know, I may make a video talking about how Spider-Man can fit into this Civil War movie. It's Captain America 3, and how he might be in the movie and all this stuff. How he might not be, we don't know. So yeah, but until then, that's just a theory, a movie theory. Thanks for watching. Alright, what do you want me to do next? Because I've been taking some shots in the dark here. I didn't really know what you guys wanted. So I'm ready for you guys to speak up, or not speak up, you know, because I only have like 12 subscribers. And leave your ideas in the comments below. I want some legit ideas though, not like some really stupid ones. Give me some serious stuff here. And please tell your friends about this channel, because I can't do it unless I have more than whatever subscribers I have now, because it's a very small amount. Last time I checked, I believe it was 12, you know? But that's okay. That's okay. I'm willing to start at the bottom and go to the top. Thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. My Instagram is tyler.x.youtube. My Google Plus is +tylerx. My website is hellotyler.com. You probably thought I was just going to leave in that game theory reference and just not even give them any credit, huh? Well, no, I believe in credit where it's due. Game theory is one of my favorite channels. I actually put off filming this video because I was watching a bunch of game theory stuff. They're really awesome. MatPat has some great videos, so click right there. Please click right there. It's such a cool channel. You're missing out. They take these concepts in games and they talk about these ridiculous theories, like Mario's a communist and like he's also mental and all this stuff. It's crazy, but then MatPat makes it make sense, and you start to wonder, is it true? Is this really what they meant for the game? And you know, they're all theories, but they're all possibly true. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until next